Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. I do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern, I share a morning message to get you motivated, not only for the day, but keep you inspired each and every day. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for tolerating my madness. It has been a fun-filled week. We have so much going on here, and things are coming together. Things are coming together. They're feeling good. I'm excited about it, and I'm feeling really good. So I want to make sure that all of you out there are feeling good too, and understand the level in which you are playing on, number one, and understand your worth, because we forget. And this isn't about, the larger insecurities of life. I'm talking about the day-to-day negotiations you have with yourself about your own value. And we forget how much we can contribute. We forget how much we've done. We forget how much we should get paid. We forget how much value we bring to the table. We forget because we are in the art of doing. We just are. We're in the art of doing and collecting emails and emailing people back and forth and moving. You aren't even aware of how much you're saying yes to. You're not even aware of how much you are agreeing to that is devaluing who it is that you are. And it's not, I don't even think it's, and I have to honestly say this, I don't think it's the individuals who are asking you to do things for lesser rate or for free or all any of those things. I don't even blame them because they need those things. And I don't blame them for needing things and support and help. I don't blame them for those scenarios. Where I put the fault is on us by not setting those boundaries and not being clear and not being organized and not being diligent and not being, setting those benchmarks for ourselves. What happens when we don't do that? What happens when we aren't clear on our worth and on our value is that people take us for what we give them. And what we give them is free or available or at your disposal. And that is what they take in return. So I don't necessarily blame people for taking what we give. What I'm talking to today is about how we manage what we give, how we manage what that looks like and what that feels like, and how we can really, truly step in front of it to say, not because I don't like you, not because, even I don't want to do it. I just don't have the bandwidth and I'm valued at higher. I'm valued at more. There are some individuals out there that are valued at less, and there's no disrespect in being valued at less than myself or other colleagues that are out there. There's no wrong in that. Somebody who's just 2 years, 3 years out of school isn't valued at somebody who's at 20 years of experience. And we at the 20 years of experience cannot continue to feel bad that we are not at that rate, because we must hold ourselves accountable for our own value. And the individual who has less, who wants more, I don't blame them for that. I don't blame you for wanting more. I don't blame you for wanting somebody to do a whole campaign for you for 50 cents. I don't blame you for wanting that. Who doesn't want that? But what we need to do is take accountability of what it is that we're doing. We can be frustrated that they don't get it, or that, oh my goodness, they don't understand the level of my value. We can get all of that. But us stepping into that 15-cent campaign, that's us doing that. That's not them doing that. That's not them, forcing us to do that. That's us not standing in our worth. That's us saying that I will do it at that rate. And that is what I'm telling you that I am worth. That is what I'm telling you and how I see myself and how I am valued. Now, in this journey of clarity, it's a lot of uncomfortable situations, right? Because most of us are thirsty. We're thirsty and we're hungry and we need that 15 cents. So it's hard to turn it down. It's hard to be in a space where you're like, ooh, I know I'm worth more, but I need this today. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But the next opportunity and the next time and the next, negotiation that you are in, I need you to come in your worthy self. I need you to show up in your worth. Because again, it is not the fault of the individual who needs what you're offering for less. I'm taking full responsibility. I'm taking full accountability of how I position myself in my position. If I am saying, Cheldin, you are worth 15 cents, then when I receive 15 cents, I cannot complain. Now, if I'm saying, Cheldin, you're worth $100, then when you come and you present, and if other individuals do not have that $100, then they are not your client. Period. End of discussion. We must position ourselves in that value. Now, you also must be realistic about your expectations and your experience and afford that experience and expectations to match your value. And when you do that, when you show up in your worth, then others will deem you important in that line of worth. If other individuals out there in that world still need that particular campaign, program, product, service at 15 cents, let them find it at 15 cents. You do not need to be the supplier at that rate, because you need to understand and know your worth. And it's a difficult thing to know and understand. It's a difficult thing for you to be clear on. It is a difficult thing for you to feel and get, because again, we live in this hungry space, right? We need more clients. We need more viewers. We need more followers. We need more fans. We need all of those things. But what we do need is to show up in our worthy space and stop putting the onus on those individuals who want it for less to value us as more. We must value ourselves as more. We must show ourselves up and say, this is what it is. This is how much it costs. Know that it is complete. Know that it is worthy. That is what I'm saying on every post that I got written down around me. And as you know, these morning messages, yes, they are for you, but they are equally for me. I'm finding myself in these situations again, where people know us as we were, right? How many of you are in that transitional space where people know you as you were? And so therefore they want to compensate you as you were, right? You are in VIP status, vice president status, CEO status, but you're still coordinator, assistant, negotiating. It's up to you to determine and share with those individuals where your place and your status is at this particular point. Now, not everyone's going to understand it. Not everyone's going to come along for the ride. People are going to see you as the coordinator, as the assistant, and the intern for the rest of their lives and yours. And that's fine. But when you have outgrown those people and you have more worth to provide, then you must present that worth to those in which you want to receive it from. If we hold it and we only do what other people can afford for themselves to do, we will be stuck in that space. And I hope you guys understand what I am saying, because oftentimes, I have to be honest with you, I was mad. I was mad at those particular individuals, and I would say, you want to pay me that? That's all you think I'm worth? I'd have a battle in my mind when it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with their resources and how they valued what I brought to the table. How do I value what I bring to the table? How do I value it enough to walk away from situations that do not serve me, to walk away from accounts and scenarios that no longer feed me? How do you do that, right? If you're walking around feeling as if your price, your worth, right, is dictated by those who are willing to pay it, right? But are you asking the right people to pay it, right? Are you going to the same well looking for different water? If you were a coordinator and they paid you as a coordinator, now you want to go back to them as a director of the vice president, my loves, my darlings, and you're mad that they're still looking at you as a coordinator. Maybe you've outgrown that well. Maybe you need to start fishing somewhere else. Maybe it's time for you to go to a different space. If you are elevate the spaces that you are in so your worth is dictated and understood and is clear at that new level, in that new space. You deserve that. You have earned that. You have worked for that. It's time for you to really understand your worth and communicate that with individuals. When I talk to anyone, when I'm doing my personal branding, and personal branding is what people say and think about you in your absence. Are the breadcrumbs leading to your brand consistent with the value in which you bring and the worth in which you provide? Or are you living in an Old Navy space when you should be living in a Louis Vuitton space? Right? Both of them make money. I'm not complaining regarding Old Navy or Louis Vuitton, but you need to determine where you need to be and where your value and your worth lies. Are you a $19.99 t-shirt, right? Or are you a $1,900 bag? You need to be able to determine that, and you set that tone. You deliver that information. And you need to put yourself into rooms that really dictate and celebrate wherever level of worth in which you provide. I want you to think about your worth today as we go into this beautiful weekend, as you reflect on this week and the new things in which you want to have happen to you, as we are navigating 2021, knowing that it's better than 2020, looking forward to 2022 to be phenomenal. But we need to be able to dictate what people see about us by knowing the worth in which we provide. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. I want to make sure that you guys are feeling good, that you use your voice, that you tell your story, that you no longer whisper your wishes. It's time for all of you to scream your dream. For more information on This Is It TV, log on to thisisittv.com. And for all of our latest episodes, courses, and segments and programs, you have to check them out at thisisit.tv. You can follow us for more inspiration and a little bit of motivation everywhere you find at This Is It TV. I'll be back on Monday. So many exciting things that are happening, hoping to get into creating even more wonderful content for all of you. So please continue. Again, to find your voice, to no longer whisper your wishes. It's time for all of you to scream your dream. I'll see you all on Monday. Take care.